Hello, TikTok. This is Apostle Ely. We are here on a Friday, and as we get ready for another exciting adventure with Apostle Ely, looks like Brother Mario, first one in. Yeah, beat the rest of them in. Capricorn in the house. As they get ready to come in, remember, guys, you're 18 years of older. I think I see a Cancer in the house and a Gemini. Am I right about it? I am just. We're gonna talk about some stuff, and we're gonna talk about some good knowledge, and we're gonna get some deep insight tonight. And as they get ready to come in, and those that are chiming in and being a part of our service, we certainly thank you for your opportunity. Sometimes some of you guys are first. This is your first time in my live. My name is Apostle Ely Jr., and I am an apostle, and I am the pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. And let me tell y'all something. We're about to get into some knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And some of you that have not partaked in my lives, you got to be 18 years of older, and I am deeply rooted in African traditions as the pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. I want to thank God for each and every one of you. Taurus in the house. Each one of you are coming in. This is your first time in my live. Thank you for joining us and being a part of our discussion. What we're going to be talking about tonight is on and popping. Venus is ruling tonight, as above, so below. Yes, I'm going to show you in the Word of God how we rock and roll, how to walk in your own personal energy. This is why I tell many people to post their zodiac sign. Double Aquarius. Woo! Is that sun sign and moon sign or rising sign? Is that, let me see who this is with double Aquarius. 5'4". Is that, are you is that sun sign and moon sign, or just or rising sign? Which combination? Aries in the house. Yes, sun sign and moon. Woo! All right. Brother Mario got an Aquarius and a Gemini rising. Okay. We're gonna talk about this stuff tonight. And we're gonna talk about manifesting the bigger person. And I know some of you triple cancers that Monique, my executive secretary, she is a triple threat. She's a triple cancer. All right, Aquarius, Sun, and Moon, and Pisces. Oh, Pisces rising. Oh, Leo Moon. Okay, I just say okay. Sun and Aquarius, Leo Moon, and Pisces rising. Okay. Now I'm gonna make a lot of this make sense tonight, and the reason why I tell many people about their rising signs and their sun sign is because your sun sign is the energy that you're born with, and no matter what, Aquarius in the house. All right, y'all coming through. We finna rock and roll tonight. Venus is ruling. Now, the reason why I talk about your sun sign, because that is the energy that you are born with, and that's the energy you're gonna die with in this particular life. Now, one of the things I want to talk to you guys about, your moon sign is the reflection energy. Those are the people that are closest to you. That's the energy you operate. And everybody knows that your rising sign, or should know that your rising sign is the theme of your life. My rising sign is Pisces. Yes. So let me tell y'all something. We've been talking about something. We talking about manifesting a bigger person. And I know, I don't care what your race, creed, or color is, somewhere, somehow, we done heard somebody tell you to be the bigger person. Well, possibly gonna talk about some stuff tonight. I got some stuff for y'all tonight, and we're gonna practice our spirituality. Now, the reason why I tell you about my spirituality, I have been trained in African tradition. Yes, I'm an apostle. If you don't know what that is, that's the foundation of the Christian faith. I'm a pastor. I actually govern a local church here in the area that I am. So I ain't just started this. I've been at this a very long time. Spiritually, I've been gifted basic all my life. Started in ministry at the age of 19. I already been filled with the Holy Spirit, or the feminine energy, the Shekinah glory, or if you want to call it dark energy, or whatever you want to call it. But I got that. And I speak with unknown tongues. Now, all that's set aside. Let's talk about what we're going to talk about. I'm shuffling cards tonight. But I got another set of cards I'm going to show y'all that I'm going to talk about. Put them over here so I don't get distracted. Now, we talking about manifesting a bigger person. Okay, Brother Mario, we starting like that. Thank you. It's Friday night, and we're excited. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this, because we all at one end or the other heard about the being the bigger person. And I think, no, I ain't gonna say I think, I know that a lot of people are confused about being a bigger person. And I've heard other people explain that, but I'm going to use it tonight in a lesson to teach you your spirituality. Okay? And if that's all right with you. Matthew, the 25th chapter. Give me a second. Won't take me long. Now, listen to this. We're going to start at 25th chapter and 8. Okay. Here we go. We're going to start with verse 2. And the five of them were wise and 5 were foolish. And that they were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. Those that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels and with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, or the word tarried means to wait, they all slumbered and slept. They all was napping. And at midnight, somebody say midnight, there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom coming. Go ye out to meet him. Then all the virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us your oil, for our lamps are going out. Now I want you to know that in life, everybody got an opportunity to go after the things and the dreams they want. Everybody, a lot of people, I don't care if you're born rich, I don't care if you're born poor, I don't care if you're born white, I don't care if you're born black. It don't matter. Everybody came to this earth with a purpose, a vision. This is why I tell you about your astrology sign, your sun sign. I'm a Sagittarius. Everybody came to this earth with an energy. Everybody came with a purpose. Now, some of us had some advantages because we may have been around people that taught us our destiny, taught us our spiritual gifts, maybe. And then there's some people that were totally oblivious to who they were, what their gifts were, their talents. All they knew, they had certain abilities or talents. They couldn't describe them. All that's fine and dandy. Because when it comes down to come to the planet Earth, we all have a purpose and a destiny. My Aquarius, my Cancers, my Libras, my Scorpios, my Sagittarians, my Capricorns, my Virgos. Every zodiac sign has a purpose and a mission. Now, whether you decide to wake up today or tomorrow and find that out or operate in that, that's a personal decision. But I'm going to talk about manifesting the bigger person. Now, here is the 5 foolish. They did not prepare for an extended stay. When we came up, they said prepare for a rainy day. A lot of people are on this journey in life and they're not prepared, or I would call, they don't have money for miscellaneous expenses, things that may come out the blue. They go out with a mindset is that, oh, I'm just going to go and meet the bridegroom. They're not prepared for any delays. They're not prepared for no upsets. They're not prepared for no setbacks. Now, why am I talking about manifesting or displaying the bigger person? I'm going to tell you why. After the 5 foolish asked the wise for their oil, I want you to hear what they said in verse 8. This is how you become the bigger person. You might not ever heard it like this, but I'm going to share it with you tonight. It's verse 9. But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you. But go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. Now, somebody would say, as a good Christian, why would that be a bigger person by telling somebody no when they're in a need? Now, some people are in a need or in a situation because of unforeseen situations, but they did not prepare for the journey. A lot of people get out in life and they don't want to learn nothing from nobody. They want to do it their way. They want to operate. They say, this is my life. I do what I want to. That is fine. That's your spirituality. You can practice it how you want. But there are consequences for not being prepared for delays in your life. There's consequences for not being prepared for setbacks in your life. There are consequences for you to be in a situation where you don't have enough to be able to go and meet the bridegroom. Now, here is the wise. Why the Bible declaring that these people are wise? He said they are wise because not only were they prepared to go to the bridegroom, but they also prepared, they brought extra. A lot of people live their life in just enough. I'm going to say that one more time. A lot of people that claim to be spiritual live their life with just enough. They only got one white shirt, and they know they got to wear that white shirt every day to work, but they will not get another shirt in case something happens. Just in case somebody spill paint on you. Just in case the kids cut it up and make $1. Just in case the dog get a hold of your shirt. You never live your life prepare for the miscellaneous. You never prepare for the setback. You never prepare for the delay. I've been on the airport. I went to travel on airlines. There are some times that you go on a trip and there is a delay with the plane. That don't mean that you did not get there on time. That there are certain things are unforeseeable, and what they do is they say there's gonna be a delay. Now, if it's their cause, 9 times out of 10, they'll put you up in a hotel or something like that. But then there's other things that happen because you still y'all hear me? Just in case. That's what I'm talking about. Now, why is this being the bigger person? Because if you don't learn by missing out, if you don't learn by the delay, if you don't learn by the setback, you're going to live the rest of your life not being prepared for them same predicaments. Because they're going to come up again. Those setbacks are going to come up again. But did you learn from the last time you missed out on the bridegroom? The last time you missed your flight, did you learn from it? The last time you missed the bus, did you learn from it? The last time you got the repo, did you learn from it? The last time that you lost out on a relationship, did you learn? Because somebody got to be the bigger person to teach you that there are consequences for you missing out. Because if you're going to practice your spirituality, you got to understand what it means to be prepared, because you never know what you're going to deal with. I don't care how many times you tell people. When I was coming up, they used to say, don't count your biddies before they hatch. They would say things like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Remind me of Sister Jackie, she got me some more eggs. A lot of you all will never ever understand that unless you come around somebody that's willing to be the bigger person. To tell you no. To make you understand that we all have the same opportunity. But if I use what I got, then I'm going to miss out. Why should both of us miss the plane? Why should both of us miss the bus? Why should both of us miss the ship or the cruise? All right, Sister Tree, I see you, girl. You and Brother Mario, I see y'all. Mwah, I see you. Now, why is this important? Because if you're truly going to operate in your spirituality, you must learn as early as you can. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what your, all right, Brother Mario. I don't care what your tradition is. Every tradition, this universal teaching, y'all. Every tradition, if you're going to be effective in it, you must be a person prepared for the delay. You should be a person prepared for the what? The setback. Because guess what? Even though you throw a party sometimes, somebody what? Show up extra, and sometimes somebody don't come at all. Are you ready? You never know what kind of twists and turns are going to happen when you set out on a goal, when you set out on an agenda, when you make certain calculations. You have to have the mindset, because you never know what people are going to do. You spent your life, hold on now, did you hear my example? Being the bigger person, I wrote it down here to make sure I said, what you thought being the bigger person meant will have you looking stupid and being used. Being a bigger person is not letting somebody walk over you. The wise people did not allow the foolish people to cause them to miss out on their promise. If you're saying that you are a bigger person and you're missing out on opportunity, no, you're not being a bigger person. You're being a fool. Because being wise has nothing, or being a bigger person has nothing to do with letting somebody take advantage of you. Is anybody hearing me out here? If you're truly walking in spirituality, being the bigger person is telling the person, do you got your gas money? And if you ain't got your gas money, then you really don't want to go. Come on here, somebody. If you ain't paid for your ticket, you don't really want to go. Come on here, somebody. Because being wise is understanding you might be in a situation that a delay comes. And if they ain't prepared like you prepare, and you try to give them some of your oil, then guess what? If they had did what the 5 foolish told them to do, then all 10 would have missed the bridegroom. Is anybody hearing me out here? You got enough oil that you done prayed over. And you out here passing out oil like you got oil to spare. You only got 2 candles. And you trying to pray for the whole family of 21. You are not being wise. You ain't got but 4 pain pills left. How do you got enough to spare? You ain't got but an extra $21 that got to last you all week. You're not being the bigger person when you give what you don't have. You're being a fool. I know y'all done heard this over and over in churches, and it's supposed to make you feel good. But what being the bigger person in your view always find you having regrets, feeling used, and feeling abused. The bigger person would have acknowledged what they were supposed to be doing. And the bigger person would have made that other fool become accountable for their actions. Are y'all hearing me? When you decided not to do what you needed to do to make it and see what the end was going to be, that's not my fault. When you didn't rise up and pray, because they told us to pray to midnight, but you decided not to pray to midnight. You decided to do you a 15-minute prayer and call it a night. Now that you're being defeated in your trials and tribulation, that ain't my fault. I can't get it under my gas. Come on here, somebody. I'm trying to help you understand that being the bigger person is understanding responsibility that you have to your destiny, your energy as a Capricorn, as a Cancer, as a Gemini, as a Taurus, at whatever your sign is. Because a lot of y'all got wrong teaching. And y'all making spirituality look weak. You're supposed to be getting stronger. You're supposed to be going from faith to faith and glory to glory, but you're not. You're not. Because in your mind, you think you're doing what's right because somebody told you that giving your last means you bigger the person. Apologizing to somebody that wronged you is make you the best. No, that make you a fool. Huh? Come on here, somebody. I am trying to show you today, if you let me, because I can't make you do nothing. I can't make you do nothing. I'm here giving you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and I'm trying to show you where I'm coming from. Thank you, Brother Mario, for the fire. Being the bigger person is understanding this. 1 John, Brother John, but we're going to do 1 John 4. 1 John 4 and 4. All right. It ain't about the scriptures, it's about the mentality. So a man thinketh, so is he. Some of y'all got the wrong understanding what it is to be a Christian, or a man of God, a woman of God, or some type of spiritual guru, some type of spiritual person. And you got the tradition that you in looking like you're allowing people to walk all over you. That's not what this is about. Now I'm going to show y'all something. That's 1 Peter. Come on, John. Okay, here we go. 1 John, what I said, 4 and 4. Now listen to this real good. Ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Being the bigger person is about being an overcomer. All right, okay, Tree. All right. My Capricorn and my Aries is going in. Okay, I'm all with that. I want to say this again. Being the bigger person, manifesting being the bigger person, is understanding the God that's in you. First, you need to be able to identify your own divinity. Your divinity as a Cancer, your divinity as a Capricorn, your divinity as an Aquarius, your divinity as a Libra, whatever your energy that you were born with. That's why your zodiac sign is important. And let me tell y'all something. When you see greater in the Cancer, when you see greater in the Sagittarius, when you see greater in the Capricorn, when you see greater in the Aries, then you will understand the mirror reflection of God in our life and what we can learn from greater in somebody else. See, a lot of you all won't take the greater wisdom. Some of y'all won't take the greater understanding. Some of y'all won't take the greater stability. What you want to do is go around and feel like you're a martyr. That ain't what greater is about. Right here, 1 John 4:4. Notice that I do not teach at any time a victim mentality. Because some of you, if they have been in the, especially in the Christian church, that you are a victim of an attack and everything coming against you. When your mindset should be in, I come here to fulfill and whatever I got to overcome, that's what I'm going to do. In other words, one monkey don't stop no stroke. Y'all don't have that mentality. As soon as you get some type of resistance, you think that's something wrong. No, it's your mentality. It's time to manifest the bigger person. Greater is he that is on the inside of you than he that is in the world. You are more than an overcomer. But what you do in order to justify the way you think, feel, or the action that you take or don't take, you start complaining about the opposition. You can't get no muscles without no opposition, no resistance. See, overcoming is about having the testimony. See, if Christ never overcome, then we couldn't call him master. See, we need more people that can manifest the bigger person. We need more overcomers that are not out here complaining about the pressure, but showing you how to overcome the pressure. Not complaining about the opposition, but showing you how to overcome the opposition. Huh? There's always some unfairness, baby. But that's what makes it good. Because when you come out on top, because you're the bigger person, that's when they realize greater is he. See, how can you say you greater when you complaining about opposition? If you're greater, then manifest it. If you're the bigger person, you have the greater measure of faith, of anointing, of skill, then you should override what your opponent is doing. When somebody comes up against me or somebody's, I never complain about that. Especially if I have identified myself as having more authority or more jurisdiction or more ability or more skill than them. Some of y'all want to make certain declarations, and then when you're challenged, you're not trying to be the bigger person, you're trying to be the smaller person because you want to be the victim and say, "Po me. Why everybody coming against me? Why everybody talking about me? Why everybody trying to get what God got from me?" Why not? If you a bad mama jamma, let's see it. How we gonna know? Except we see that you overcome. See, this victim mentality. I was asking Brother Mario, I said, I see so many people, everybody claiming to be spiritual. I mean, everybody. I mean, I'm from one race to the next. Everybody got crystals. Everybody's claiming to be spiritual. Listen, spirituality and being spiritual are two different things. Let me say this to you. So I asked him, I said, would somebody read a book or watch somebody on the internet and do open heart surgery? He said no. I said, then why? I said, apparently people don't realize how serious and how dangerous spirituality really is. Because you reading a couple of books don't make you a professional. You watching a couple of videos don't grant you certain insights. There's certain things that spiritual people have that you don't have, that ain't on the market. You think America gonna show Russia or anybody else all that it has in order to fight what may come against them or attack them? I don't understand that people don't want to learn their energy. They don't want to take out the time and learn the fundamentals of the elements and the basic fundamentals of their tradition, of their religion, or their faith. Okay, what are you basing your faith on? How are you going to overcome things mentally? How are you going to overcome things emotionally? How are you going to overcome things spiritually? How are you going to overcome things financially? How are you going to deal with social upsets? How are you going to deal with people that are going to disagree with you? How are you going to deal with people that won't support you? How are you going to overcome when everybody walks off from you? I have literally went into my church. Literally went into my church and I was the only one there. And I had service. I've literally been the only one there. No mama, no family, no children. Are you that dedicated? If nobody go with you, you don't have that kind of be the bigger person. Because greater is he that is in. How are they going to know? Because let me tell y'all something. Y'all might not want to admit this. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of y'all want to admit this. But the only way that certain people are going to know God is with you is they got to pull their support from you. Because a lot of people that walk with you are going to claim that if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't have what you have. They want to be your source. They want credit for your accomplishment. There's many times that the trials I had nothing to do with what I was doing wrong, but God was proving to the people that were walking with me that you are not the reason why he is prospering. You're not the reason why he's standing. You're not the reason why he keep making it from month to month and year to year. Because people get things in their head and God, the one, begins to purify through fire. Oh, do you want to hear me? I'm talking about being a bigger person. Can you be the bigger person when you got to stand by yourself? Let me tell y'all something. If y'all have not seen the website for Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, let me tell y'all something. Sister Monique did a fabulous, not a good job, it's a fabulous job. My saints in the church love it. My children love it. I love it. That ain't the point. I want to talk about her creativity. I don't care. I want to tell y'all men something. Sister Monique could be as creative as she wants, but if I had nothing to offer, she would have nothing to say. You cannot make somebody into something that they are not. If you're going to do and you're going to operate in your spirituality, you must build something that people can assist you with. She took what I had, the works that I've done, and then she processed them through her creativity, and then she displaced them. But I had something to offer her creativity. Do you have something to offer Jesus when he says, I'm hungry? They look around and they say, hey, I got 2 fish, 5 loaves of bread. Is anybody hearing me? In your spirituality about being a bigger person, do you have something to offer the ground? Do you have a seed? Do you have water for the tree? Some of y'all walk around and you don't want to offer anything. You want all these blessings, but you in yours as a Capricorn, as a Gemini, what are you offering? What is your destiny? So when you say I'm being the bigger person, when you're being tried and tested, can you overcome? Or are you freaking out? Because a lot of us have support systems around us. And you really ain't had to be. Let me tell y'all something. When I was home in my mother's house, I was not walking by faith. I didn't even trust in my mother. I trusted in my grandmother. Come on here, somebody. See, in order to grow, you got to be honest about where your confidence or your support is. And whether you're really walking by faith and not by sight. Or because some of us got certain crutches in our life. That's why we talk the way we talk. But other people are really out here walking by faith. And they have to manifest their energy. And things have to truly come to pass in order for them to have. Are you hearing me? Are we at a place that we can acknowledge what we need to overcome? Whether it's our intellect. Do we need more knowledge? Whether it's our emotions, do we need more love, peace, joy, or stability? Whatever. Do we need more spirit, fire? Do we need more stability? Do we need more conquest? What? Because how are you going to grow? Because every time I get on TikTok and I share this information, you're going to think you're hearing the same thing. You're not hearing the same thing. What you're doing is the same thing. You have not changed your pattern. You have not changed the way you have not renewed your mind. You still want to give a little. You still want to give sparingly. You still want to be just enough. You still know you got 7 days a week, you work 5 days, and you still got one shirt. You won't even give yourself an extra pair of shoes just in case something happens. Overcoming is not about things going your way. Overcoming is when the wind is coming against you. And you see, I remember Brother Mario had to ride his bicycle. Huh? And he had to ride his bicycle from work to home. Port St. Lucie. He was riding a bicycle. I'm talking about overcoming. Because some of y'all looking at Brother Mario with the Jaguar, because he don't want to say Jaguar. He say Jaguar. With the Jaguar or the income making $85,000 a year. But when he was only making $200 a week. See, I'm talking about overcoming. I'm talking about when people see you crawl and then watch you walk. And then watch you run. And then watch you jump. And then watch you fly. Progress. See, some of y'all, 2 years ago, you was crawling. And you still crawling. You got rhema word coming. You got manifestation coming. But you will not overcome because you want somebody to go into Canaan land where milk and honey is and bring you back the grapes. And then you go around tell everybody you went and faced the giants. You didn't do that. Somebody did that for you. I'm talking about being the bigger person. I'm talking about letting the God in you stand up strong. And you have the mentality, understand it is your job to be a witness. It's your job to be a light. And how can you be a light when you're running from your trials, when you're complaining about your opposition? If you smart, then show us. If you skilled, then show us. Overcome, baby. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you to say, you know what? I'm going to take this house and do something with it. I'm going to take this car and do something with it. I'm going to take, let me tell y'all something. I proved a point. Because okay, Brother Mario? All right, okay, I feel you. Blessings to you too. When you don't understand that it is impossible for you to overcome when you're trying to cheat. I'm going to say that again. When you want something for nothing, you trying to cheat. When you want people to look at you and look up to you, but you don't want to do the climb, you cheating. You're not an overcomer. Everybody else came up the rough side of the mountain, you took the elevator. But you want the same respect that the other person that climbed the rough side of the mountain. It don't work like that, y'all. It don't work like that. And let me tell y'all something. You may not believe Apostle Elam. You can believe this. You cannot fool the spirit. I don't know who taught y'all, and I say this oftentimes. The reason I say it, because I don't understand a lot of things that you guys do. Y'all think y'all can get past certain things. It is impossible. It is impossible. It doesn't matter what advantages you have or disadvantages. We are all required to go through the same things. Whether you're a Gemini, whether you're a Taurus, whether you're a Capricorn, whether you're a Sagittarius, whether you're a Libra, we all. So guess what? It doesn't matter what kind of mantra you do. It doesn't matter what kind of affirmation you do. It doesn't matter what kind of candle you burn, what kind of incense you burn. If you're still not following in line with what has been required by every person on earth to grow and to develop, you still gonna be at square one after you burn your candle. Being the bigger person has nothing to do with an individual walking over you. They ain't got no. Okay, Sister Tree. You is refusing for Mario. That's Aries. Refusing for Mario to outdo her. I see you, girl. Now, what you talking about, Apostle Elam? Because today is Venus Day. See, this is when you won't take in new knowledge. You're listening to me, but you're not applying. You're witnessing some of the truth I'm giving, but you're not applying. Some of y'all, let me tell y'all something. Hey there, thank you for joining us. If it was all about burning candles and lighting incense, then I would not have had 26 years at UPS. If it's about being able to sit here and bring money to me, then why do I have a job? Why do I prepare? Why do I save? Why am I a good steward over what God, because somewhere, some of you are being deceived that you're gonna get this money oil and you ain't got to do nothing. You're gonna be able to you're gonna be able to plant the seed, but you don't have to harvest it. You can be able to plant the seed, but you don't have to. You have to plant the seed, but you don't have to till the ground. Who teaching you these things? Let me give Babe some of this. Thank you. Woo! I gave Babe some block. All right. Why is this important? Because if you're truly trying to manifest your spirituality and understand your energy, then you're going to start changing your mindset. Yeah, but Mom said it's apostle. These people crazy. Let me tell y'all something. Overcoming, the only way that you're going to overcome something, you have to have something to come against you. And I'm trying to make it so simple till you feel retarded the way you think, so you can actually think about what you're saying out your mouth. You want people to bow down to you, but you don't want to rise to the occasion where they're forced. Remember when the army came looking for Jesus? They came to retrieve him, and they said, "Are you Jesus of Nazareth?" He said, "I am." And the God in him caused them to fall down. See, I'm trying to get you to understand, in order to make your enemies, as Psalm 110 would say, become your footstool, you got to be sitting in heavenly places. Overcoming is about understanding where you sit at. See, some of y'all quote stuff in the Bible or quote stuff in your religion that you don't believe in. Because once you are being tested with what the things that you are being taught, then you can't manifest it. And so therefore you act like it don't work. No, you are not working because you're not being realistic about what you truly believe. It said with your heart you believe, but with your mouth you confess. Some of y'all mouth is so destructive to the things that you're trying to manifest. You speak so. I have to constantly check how y'all talk. The Bible says from the abundance of your heart, your mouth speak. How you really believe gonna come out your mouth. I'm only gonna be around you only so much time, because I got stuff going on in my life. That's why I'm being the bigger person. I'm giving you opportunity to take real knowledge, real wisdom, real understanding from somebody that overcomes his trials, his situation, his enemies, his adversaries, adversity, whatever, sickness. And show you what's important. I'm showing you what's important. And you continuously to ignore it because you think it's about how you feel. You think it's about how you look at it. At the end of the day, sir, at the end of the day, ma'am, if you don't aspire to be much in your life, it's your business. But these same people have problems with other folks that are overcomers and that their light shine and that other people are drawn to that light because they begin to become envious and jealous of your success and prosperity. So don't tell me it don't matter, but then when people start growing and overcoming, then you the main ones that out there trying to sell us out and talk about, oh, they ain't all that, or y'all worshiping a man, or y'all worshiping a woman. Those are jealous ass people. Those are people that didn't want to do their work, and now they can't shine, or they don't want to do what they were supposed to do, and so they have been kept back. And now you have been promoted, and they got issues. I get all of that. But I need you to have the mentality that what the bigger person is all about. Being more than a conqueror is all about. Great is he that's in you. You be able to build your light up, your wisdom, whatever God has given you, depending on your zodiac sign, depending on your chart. And you operate in that truth. You operate in that foundation. And then once you're able to operate in that, then you can overcome whatever obstacle is set before you. Because once again, he will put no more on you than you can bear. I had a young lady tell me, she said, I would have went to the military if it weren't for my kids. And the reason I'm bringing this up, because she kept saying it. Every time we would talk about goals and dreams, she would always tell me, I always want to go to the military. So me being the Sagittarian, I was the bigger person. I said, well, go on to the military. So she gonna look at me crazy for telling her at her age to go to the military. Instead of understanding that you keep complaining, because if the military mean that much to you, it don't matter what age. Because if it don't mean that much to you, then stop using it as an excuse that you didn't do certain things in your life. If it means that much to you, it wouldn't matter how old you are. You will still do it. If you wanna paint, if you never sell one of your paintings, you still a paint. You will pay your own, you will work and earn your own money to paint. If nobody buy, if that is truly your pleasure. But some of us want people to feel sorry and realize my life ain't where it's supposed to be because of my kids. My grandmother had 9 kids. Ended up with 10. One passed away. And died a millionaire. Plus some. The things that, what's so beautiful about life, the very thing that you say is a hinder to your life, God got thousands of people overcoming that same thing. The same racism that you're facing, that you're using as an excuse not to be something in this life, especially when God has given you himself, he created you in his image and after life. There are millions of people overcoming racism. And racism ain't just in America. Any type of discrimination. We're constantly overcoming it. Whether it's gender, whether it's sexuality, whether it's spirituality, whether it's economics, whether it's gender-based, it doesn't matter. We are constantly overcoming it because greater is he that is in me. Huh? That's what I'm talking about. The very things that you are saying is a problem and that's a hurdle, somebody is jumping that and some. The very thing that you're saying is slowing you down is causing somebody else to speed up. Is anybody hearing me out here? You want everybody to believe that you believe God is all powerful, but you're always complaining about your obstacles. Now you got my road opener and my blockbuster and you still complaining. Because you think my blockbuster and my road opener is going to change the decision that you made. I don't know, at no time did I ever tell you or anybody that burning incense or candles or oil was going to change your decisions. I said, what's your desire? And these energies will work towards your desires. But if you ain't doing nothing with your life, ain't no amount of nothing is going to move you because we all have free will. Yes, sir, Brother Johnny. Some of y'all making up your own rules in your own head. It ain't no truth to that. Protection is not just energy around you, not just spirits around you. But I'm also protected because I'm only going in places God sent me. I'm only speaking to people that God wants me to speak to. I'm not forcing my belief and my spirituality on nobody. But when somebody comes for me, I defend myself with my spirituality. Is anybody understanding my mentality? See, you're trying to be great in somebody's life that don't want you in their life. You're trying to be awesome in somebody's life that don't want you to be awesome in their life. You're trying to sow in somebody's earth that don't want you sowing in their earth. When you have sex with a woman and she did not consent, that is called rape. How many rapists are out here? You're constantly trying to force your ideas, your mentality, your suggestions, the way you do things on other people. You're trying to force your timing, your pace. You rapist. This is what's going on, and I'm trying to help you learn how to be the bigger person. Huh? Sometimes when somebody trying to rape your mind, you got to grab them by the balls and squeeze. So when somebody trying to rape your emotion, trying to force you to feel the way they feel, you got to get a grip on their tenderloins and back them up off of you. That's being the bigger person. Because it's greater in you. I don't go where God didn't send me. I don't preach to people God didn't send me. Because anybody that watch my lives, God got to send you here. Because I don't know you, you don't know me. Some of y'all do. Huh? But if you really want to walk in your spirituality, and you really want your spirituality to make sense, and you really want honor, then there's a certain walk that you have to have. You're not being a bigger person by letting your husband or your wife walk over you. You're not being a bigger person by letting your boss man or your supervisor walk over you. You're not being a bigger person by letting your children walk over you. You're not being a bigger person because you're letting somebody white talk to you crazy or somebody black talk to you crazy. You're not being yes, the tenderloin, huh? You're just not. You have the wrong idea what being the bigger person is. And that's why you cannot, that's why you have regrets, because you misunderstand certain things. And then you let another fool teach you something that, because they getting walked over, all a doormat can teach you is how to be a doormat. Won't you learn from an overcomer? Won't you learn from somebody that has overcome their trials and tribulations? Not just somebody going through. Not just somebody that you can relate to their pain, relate to their setbacks, relate to their giving up, relate to the things that they missed out on. That ain't what you should be trying to relate to. Because when you got people with victim mentality, those are the people they want to hang around. Because they help justify their pain. But they'll tell you God can do anything but fail. Psalm 17. And I'm going to show you something after this. I told you this is Venus ruling today. Thank you so much for joining us. If you got the balls to stay, or ovaries. Psalm 17. Verse 8. It says, keep me as the apple of thy eye. Hide me under the shadows of thy wing. From the wicked that oppress me, from deadly enemies who compass me. I'm going to say it again. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me from under the shadows of thy wings. From the wicked that oppress me, and from deadly enemies who compass me about. Now, why did I bring up Psalm 17 and 8? Thank you, Brother Johnny. Got to be. Please, I'm a grown man. I'm talking to grown people. Venus rules today on Friday. Why should you practice your spirituality on today? This is about love, attraction. Beauty. One of the sigils that I use, actually I should do it this way, is that Zelene. There's different things that symbolize love. Did I move it? Well, y'all know I got roses. But what should you be doing today? You should be praying and asking God to give you favor with the energy of today so you can have the ability to attract what you love and become beautiful. Not beautiful on the outside, beautiful on the inside. Because some of y'all got, let me tell y'all something. I broke this down like this. There's a difference between makeup and made up. There's a difference between makeup and made up. And what I mean by that is, if you can create a whole nother face that is not you, that is made up. Makeup supposed to enhance whatever it is about that's beautiful. It's not supposed to create a whole nother face. And a lot of times people be talking about they're beautiful. They done made up. In life, people use spirituality to make up an image that is not them. Beauty is about virtue. Beauty is about poise. Beauty is about character. Beauty is about your response. Some of y'all not beautiful. Y'all ugly in your response. That's why I told some of the girls, I said, some of y'all need to get some honey. Venus. I keep saying it. I don't know why you ain't doing it. Some of y'all need to swallow and just drink honey out, because inside of you is like lemons, not honey. You're sour and you're bitter. And that venomous tongue you got. How you gonna create beautiful things with such an ugly heart? Being powerful is not being ugly. You can be powerful, you can be forceful, you can be strong, but yet have grace and be majestic. Be agile like the crane. Be soft and just glide like the dove. Have the grace and like a flamingo. You just, like, women don't want to walk in their feminine energy. They don't want to exude that beauty. You more concerned about being masculine and hard and rough and, oh, I can get down with the best of them. Why? When you can get so much more operating in your feminine energy. There's, like, you don't take no joy in smelling good. Like, when a man walk, I love when I walk by women and they smell good. I say, oh, that smells so good on you. Smell like pee. Some of y'all smell like pure ass. God. And you talking about you spiritual. You should create beauty. Your house, your car. You should smell the scent of a woman or feminine energy. You don't, like, let me tell y'all something. Being a woman, being feminine, being gracious has nothing to do with weakness. Understanding your energy, understanding your frequency, your vibration, understanding that. And then when a man walks by you and opens the door, one of the things I love about Sister Monique, and by the way, Sister Monique is married, so don't start no crap on, okay, y'all? But Sister Monique is very girly girl. I like, y'all don't enjoy being a woman. You don't enjoy your hips. You don't enjoy your breath. You act like it's a curse to be a woman. You know, your hands. Some of y'all hands so goddamn. Your skin don't feel like cocoa butter. It feel like sandpaper. Some y'all see this hair around my. Some of y'all women just got just as much hair as I got. You don't take, like, beauty, soft, agile, smart, smell good. I'm gonna say that again. And I should never have to walk by a woman. I don't care what race, creed, or color. I don't care what your spirituality is. I should never smell ass. Especially in the morning. Your mouth should be right. You a woman. Feminine beauty. I am trying, let me tell y'all something. When you want to talk about spirituality, this is what real spirituality is. You having class and dignity as a woman. Some of y'all sit down like y'all got testicles. Y'all sit with y'all legs open. You ain't got no class. And you, guess what? You can still be a hoe and have class, because I have class. Like, I'm like, when you're talking about you're a spiritual woman, the feminine energy should be exuding out of you. The way you do things, the way you talk, the way you handle business. You should have that about you. that virtuous woman. You should care about how you present your temple to the world. You, not me. Because all I'm telling you about what I see. But you want me to believe you spiritual. But if you don't care nothing about your tabernacle, I ain't coming in your tabernacle. No. If it look rough on the outside, I ain't taking no chances on the inside. This is being the apple of God. Because if anybody that practices magic understand that an apple represents Venus or love. When people are doing love work on people, you notice they're using an apple. I'm showing you right in the scripture. Because everything y'all think that's the devil, I'm showing it's all in the Bible. But you don't know what to look for because you ain't really spiritual. But if you understood what love work was, and when you hear people say you need to do self-love or get you a rose quartz and all that, it's about beautifying yourself, adorning yourself, cleansing yourself, being soft. Some of y'all out here hard like a linebacker. Hut one, hut two, hut. And you a spiritual woman? No. You got your energies messed up. Manifesting a bigger person is what I'm doing right now, telling you the truth. Manifesting a bigger person is bringing correction. Manifesting a bigger person is stop with the foolishness. This ain't about being perfect. Every woman ain't dainty. Every woman ain't the same size. I'm talking about being feminine. As long as you got a vagina, you's a woman. And you need to smell good. I don't care if you like other women. I'm pretty sure they want to smell a good woman. I'm talking about your bra on crooked. Your titties, you don't have, tied down. Being sexy is still being spiritual, y'all. That's the sacral energy. It's still spirituality. I don't care how you shake or look at it. That's being a bigger person. You don't have to equate with a man and have power. I done said this over and over. He gave a woman power just like he gave a man. You do not have to operate and act like me. The male lion is very different than the female lion. Everybody know when they look up that that's a female lion. You the only one that people confuse if you a male lion or a female lion. Why? Because it don't make you no less than a woman of God not being burly. Get back to being beautiful. Get back to taking care of yourself. Get back to just doing what women have always done. Taking pleasure in being feminine. Jesus. The reason why I wanted to talk about Venus tonight, because I want to talk about these 72 names of God. These are some of my cards. I'm going to show you my box. I done had these a couple years. When I deal with the divine names of God, I do certain invocations. And you need to be able to invoke God in your life and on certain days. So, this one says removing hatred. Removing hatred. Women, I can't stand him. It's Resh Yod Yod. That's the divine name to remove hatred. Resh Yod Yod. Why do I say that? Because I want us to start walking in loving. I'm going to show y'all something else. There's a lot of stuff I got here. Because some of y'all think I just started it. Here goes sexual energy. Y'all wouldn't believe this. Kaf, va, kaf. No. Kaf, va, kuf. Kaf Va Kuf. This one deals with your sexual energy. Here it is right here. I'm showing you. Everything you need is in God. This is in the 72 names of God. If you want to be more accountable, Mem Nam Kuf. Sometimes I pray these prayers over some of y'all because y'all know this is for accountability. But what you'll try to do is try to use this knowledge on somebody else instead of working on self. Because somebody taught you it's about making somebody else do what you want them to do instead of getting some understanding of what you're trying to do. I'm going to show y'all one more. Hold on. One more. Y'all bear with me. I don't want to. How about this one? We're going to do this one. The big picture. Get in the big picture. If you want to get the big picture, Alpha Nam Yud. Alpha Nam Yud. For you to get the big picture. Why you doing what you doing? And my last one, Sek Alf Lamed. Y'all see that right there? This is the power of prosperity. I'm going to turn it around again for you to see it. These are the divine names of God for prosperity. Apostle Ely is not out here. Now this is Hebrew. It's Hebrew. This is not Santeria. This is not, this is in Kabbalah. This is not the African traditions over here. This is Hebrew. This is Kabbalah. This is where this magic come from. When you're practicing your spirituality, you need to understand the different systems that are out there. And you need to understand that some systems you cannot mix. Some things you can if you know what you're doing. But some systems you cannot mix. When I tell you about manifesting the bigger person, it is actually having the knowledge to know what you're talking about and knowing what you have the capabilities of doing and knowing that certain people you have no business trying to help because you're not in a place to help them. Some of y'all think that makes you a bad person. No, that makes you a wise person. If I'm already sinking in the water, how can I help you not drown when I'm almost about to drown myself? That don't make no sense. I need to save myself. I need to work out my own soul salvation. Too many of you all ain't spending enough time, enough money, and enough energy building yourself up so you can be in a position that you can bear the infirmities of the weak. But right now, you is also the weak too. How if you poor and you operating below the poverty line, how are you going to help somebody come out? These 72 names I just showed you. It's also this seal. I gave this out to some of my saints. I work with this seal. This seal is El Shaddai, which is still Hebrew. And these are all the names of God in there in Hebrew. This is a seal I work with. This is on parchment paper. And I do a lot of work with that. I've been doing this for years. Don't think you're going to learn something and overnight you're going to master it. Don't deceive yourself. You're not doing yourself no justice. You're not being a bigger person when you're acting like a know-it-all. You out here doing all. You need to understand who you are first. Don't step in nothing until you understand your own energy as a Capricorn, your own energy as an Aquarius, your own energy as a Cancer, your own energy as a Gemini, your own energy as a Libra, your own energy as a Scorpio. Every zodiac sign, Sag, Taurus, whatever your energy is, your zodiac sign, that is your sun energy. Understand that before you step out and start, then understand the system. Let me say this. Y'all see my cards? Well, I take that back. I'm lying. These was my cards. These ain't my cards. I borrowed these cards from somebody. Let me tell y'all something. These supposed to help you determine and answer questions, right? I'm going to do a series. I'm going to do a teaching on these and pendulums. The reason I brought these cards up, you look online, you watch on videos, people flipping cards, they just answering questions like They can give you dates and times. If people had that kind of information, would it be that much confusion in the world? If you really could understand how this really worked, would you be more secure or less secure? Would you be more confident with the information you give? Because if you really trusted what the cards were saying, because you need to understand tarot to understand how these cards work. This is Psalms 119. The tarot, all these are things in the Bible, but they have to do with the Hebrew alphabet, the tarot. You don't understand the tarot, how can you read? How can you read it? And you still need to be spiritually connected to be able to tap into the energy of the person that you're reading for. But people out here just flip a card. Oh yes, you're going to be good and this is going to happen. If they can do it like that, you know how much confusion we would not have in the world? If people could tell your accurate future just like that. The Bible says we prophesy in part, but they out here just flipping. Oh yeah, you're going to get the job and this going to happen. I have to wait. I don't know why I'm an apostle and I have to wait on insight from God, or he has to give me an unction, or I have to wait till something be revealed to me. But y'all could just call it like that. Even Daniel had to pray to get the interpretation of the king's dream. He just couldn't look at the king and say, okay, this is what the dream. No, he had to pray to God and God told him. But you got people believing. No, I take that back. They want to believe that you're that in tune psychically. Your energy is on point. Now, there are other people out there. Don't get it twisted. They can read their ass off. They good. But they also not confused either because they can read. You can't convince me that you understand what you're doing when you don't have a level of confidence and consistency in your own life. Because before God show you something in my house, he gonna show you something in your house. Before I can see what's going on in your house, I need to know what's going on in my house. Is anybody hearing me here? He said he will let nothing come upon you unaware. There are things got to be done in decency and in order. Did I say that there are people out there that cannot read the cards? No, that ain't what I said. I just said if it was easy, everybody be doing it. It ain't that easy. Every time I turn around, somebody just... I don't need you to read my zodiac sign to me. I can read myself. I need you to help me understand something. Some in-depth stuff. And the only way you're going to be able to do that, the Spirit got to reveal that to you. Huh? You can sit here and read the meanings of these cards, but that don't mean you actually being accurate with that individual. And that's why people are able to mark certain things, because the wrong people are representing that spirituality. If you don't know how to throw the bones, you don't know how to read the bones, if you don't know how to read cards, if you don't know how to scribe in the water or through the flame of the candle, do not get out here and misrepresent that spiritual tool so people can mock it. Because those that really got the gift, you ain't gonna mock them. They're gonna shine each and every time because that's their talent, that's their ability, and God gave that to them. God gave that to them. That's why when I do my spiritual consultations, that's why they're always accurate. That's why they're always on the money. Do you really get this, y'all? If you're out here looking for an answer, you're going to get an answer. Your answer. You're not going to get the truth. You're just going to get an answer. You're looking for the truth, then you will pay attention to what is going on in your life, because everything operates in a series. Everybody got a theme to their life. Every soul has a journey, and everything that be spoken to you, everything that is said to you is going to be operating in line with your destiny. If things are not lining up with your destiny, they're not telling you the truth, baby. I don't care I don't care how long they've been doing it. Because everything, in order for it to be successful in your life, it has to be something that God has approved. It's something that your soul already understands. They must be got me on the For You page. Let me tell you something. When it comes to true spirituality, being the bigger person is not taking crap off of people. Understand? Hello, good evening. Thank you so much for joining. I don't care who you are. Don't care what your talent is. You need to be excellent in what you do, because you have to represent you as an individual have to represent your tradition, and you're not giving it justice if you cannot accurately function in your talent. Hello, good evening to you guys. As you're coming in, post your zodiac sign if you want to. Oh, that's what's going on? Let me tell y'all this. I need my moderators to get with it. Let me tell y'all something. When I do spiritual work and when I do certain manifestations, I operate Aquarius. Thank you so much. Sag, Leo, Libra. Thank you guys. Post your zodiac if you don't mind. Thank you so much. I got, how many Sagittarius I got out there? Leo in the house. When you want to manifest your energy, Gemini, Cancer. Fine. Okay, I just seen a Libra. Okay, as you guys are chiming in. Thank you. Virgo, Scorpio, Libra, Scorpio, Capricorn. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to say. Somebody said, let me explain something to you guys that say that astrology isn't real. It's not about what you believe in. It's about a system. People can get out here and basically use a stove to cook. Some people can use a campfire. Everybody does not use the same thing. But doesn't mean. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate that. Thank you. Now, what I want to show you all, these cards, I'm going to show you this again. These are some of the cards. Libra, Cancer. Do I have any, how many Tauruses do I have in there? Taurus. Do I have Sag, Cancer, and Libras? Gemini. Okay. Let me explain something to y'all. That's Leo? Okay. Now listen. Sagittarian, all right. These two. They go a Sag. Okay. Now listen to me. I'm going to show y'all this. Today is love. Whether you're working with a rose, whether you're working with a sigil. Write your date of birth on the back of that. On a sigil. Aquarius, Aries. And then I have this particular one. I'm letting y'all run through. This is a seal of Michael. I'm going to show y'all this one. See this right here? That is a seal of Michael. These are the certain things that you can practice with and utilize and write your petition. But I'm going to say it again, depending on the energy that you bring as a Sagittarian, as a Capricorn. This is the energy that you live with, and this is the energy you die by. All of you guys that are in, go to my, you want me to do what you asked me to do, go to my YouTube page and subscribe to my YouTube page. It's Apostle Samuel Jr. Go to my YouTube page and put the question in there, and then I can respond to you through email. I'm right on YouTube, Apostle Samuel Jr. Okay? Do that for me. What do you use the seals for? What you basically you bless. I think that's Marie. Let me look real. Maria Davis. What you use the seals for is right here. Let me show it to you again. This one right here you would use for protection. You can use this for finance. But what you would do, this is printed on parchment paper. You would write your name, your full name, and then you will put your birthday, and then you will put up your petition. Petition is thing that you may ask. Michael is normally used for protection. If you guys want me to do what you ask, you need to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube page. And then we'll do. Go to my YouTube page and subscribe, and we can get busy. Okay? And we can work. Okay? Now, let me say, I'm about to get off of here. I really appreciate every guy. Thank you. No problem. Thank you so much for the question. Let me tell you guys, if you have not joined my YouTube page, go to my YouTube page, Apostle Samuel Jr., and you'll be able to ask me questions on there and email me at apostleely@gmail.com. You just subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, guys. Make sure that you guys are going on my YouTube page and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you. And then post your questions in there, and then we'll get back with you, okay? I really appreciate you guys coming in. I got to get me something to eat. I've been on here a minute. But I'm going to show you again before I get off. Make sure when you post in there, these are some of the cards I use right here. And then these. I got my website. It's Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ. That's my website. And you can find me on my bio right here on TikTok. But these are the cards I use right here. You're new? Who is this? Elaine Snap. My YouTube was about manifesting the bigger person. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube page and you got questions concerning your zodiac, make sure you subscribe to my page and post your questions on there. It's Apostle Samuel Ely Jr. Thank you for joining us, all you the guys that are new. Well, we're starting to thank you guys. No, you don't have to be religious. No. I'm spiritual. I practice in certain faith, but you don't have to be religious. No. All right, Brian. Okay. Once again, if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page and post your questions there. Thank you so much for joining. All right. I got to get out of here. I'm going to actually be back on tomorrow, but I am going to be, I'm going to come on TikTok instead of YouTube. Okay? Hello from Florida. I hate Pisces. All right.